How we doing, everybody? We're out here on the Jessup River doing a little paddling. Gonna stay out here a couple of nights and do a little fishing. I was hoping to get out earlier in the day, but yesterday was my birthday and I didn't have a chance to pack anything. So I was kind of late, and it's probably late afternoon now. And the rain's just starting to come back. It rained out this morning, so I was thinking to myself, you know, it ain't that big of a deal that I didn't get out in the morning, because it rained out all morning anyway, so it would have been a pain. So now this river here, it leads into Indian Lake. This is the Jessup River Wilderness. It's one of the biggest wildernesses wildernesses in the Adirondacks. I forget how many thousands of acres it is, but it's a lot. Like, a lot. So, we're going to paddle into the depths of it. It's, let's see, this wilderness, and then it's bordered by a bunch of other wildernesses too. What do you got? To the west you got West Canada. To the east you have the Siamese Ponds wilderness area, and then to the south you've got, you've got the Speculator Tree Farm easement, and then you've also got the Perkins Clearing Tract. Those are both on the south. I forget what's on the north. I think West Canada and Siamese Ponds just kind of, close it in on the north. They kind of wrap both around, from the east and west. But it's a huge wilderness area. There's all kinds of mountains, rivers, streams. It's a cool little area. If you ever want to paddle this, I don't know where there's too many spots to put in. I put in the canoe at the where Route 30 crosses the Jessup River. It's not really a good spot to put in a canoe, but you got what is it, Jessup River Road, I think it is. Yeah, that might be a better spot, but to get all the way down here, you'd be doing a lot of paddling. I know there's a couple of beaver dams up there that you have to paddle or carry over. Eventually, there's a couple through here too, but I haven't hit them yet. How about that big tree earlier? Holy cow. That thing was a freaking monster, dude. And then when I got up to it, I wasn't sure which side I should cross on. On the right-hand side, it was narrower, but it looked like it was deeper. So I don't want to bang up the bottom of my canoe. This is an old, canvas fiberglass over wood. So, it's my old stove. This is a beast of a canoe. Sucks, it's actually starting to rain out. I did bring rain gear. I took up some room in my pack. Yeah, basically, I'm going to be out here for 2 nights. So I brought a food pack, a pack with my stuff, like camping gear, and then another haversack that holds all my camera gear, But yeah, it's been a real peaceful paddle. Seen those geese with their goslings earlier. I'm surprised I haven't seen any bear. A lot of times you see black bear along the shore, and they see you, they scurry away. I haven't seen any bear. I've seen a beaver slide down into the water and flap his tail, like right when I turned the camera on here, but I didn't catch it with the camera because it was facing me this time. But tell you what, after all this quarantining and all this stuff, feels good to get out. I hope you guys are all doing good, staying healthy. I know some parts of the country didn't get hit with the Rona too bad. And then others, like here, I'm in New York. Our governor's keeping the state pretty tight on lockdown. New York, New Jersey. But most of it's downstate from me, except for where the governor decided it was a good idea to send infected elderly people to our infirmaries, to our old folks' homes. I'm not sure why. He actually had an executive order stating that they could not refuse people who are infected. Like, you can look it up. There's an executive order. It's not bull crap, left wing, right wing, politics crap. And any one of you guys who know me, like outside of YouTube, I'm very political oriented and aware of the politics in our country and this state. But the YouTube channel and Instagram are kind of an escape from that. Where I can just show more of my hobbies, because this is fun. I get so irritated with people in society. It's nice to just get out. Here, take a look around. Check this out. See? Absolutely stunning. But anyways, I'm gonna put the camera away for a few minutes. It's actually raining. The wind's picking up. No, we had thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings today. But I said to hell with all of it. I'm going. I'm not putting it off. I could have left tomorrow. Because tomorrow's supposed to be absolutely gorgeous. But they're talking wind, rain, and possible tornadoes. There's the wind. So, for now I'm going to put the camera away before it gets rained on too bad. This thing is pretty, it's a Canon Vixia. These things are pretty bulletproof. I've dropped this thing skiing. I've actually dropped it and landed on it while skiing. And the thing keeps on ticking. You guys are, proof is in the pudding. You're watching it. So if you guys are wondering what cameras are cool for YouTube, GoPros are great. I tell you what, this Canon Vixia, I think this is a 700. It's an older one, but works pretty good. So anyways, yeah, the rain's coming. I want to get paddling, get into someplace here where I can maybe set up camp, because I haven't really came across any spots where I can put the canoe in and set up camp. A lot of it's all just scrub brush and lowland. I want to get towards the mountains. If you look from Route 30, I think I showed a picture of it, and I'll see if I can use any of the drone footage that I took earlier. I'm trying to paddle basically all the way to the mountains that are off in the distance. If you follow this all the way to where it starts turning into Indian Lake. But I know there's some rapids in this boat. This boat's not rated for rapids. And I didn't bring my whitewater canoe because paddling on flat water sucks. It's very, very, very tippy. It's a very agile little boat. But with a lot of gear and cameras and stuff, it's really not what it was meant for. And this thing here wasn't meant for whitewater, so I'm going to go as far as I can, see where if I can find a good spot to set up camp. And if I do turn the camera back on, it'll probably just to let you guys enjoy the scenery. It's kind of nice out here. But, yeah, it looks like we're going to be getting some rain. I'm going to get my rain gear out too. So, see you guys in a few. Alright, well, I got down, I paddled as far as I could. I got down to where it turns into some rapids, and there's a cable going across the river, and it's probably so you can catch your, put something up to catch yourself, so you don't run the rapids if you don't want to. So, because that's like right at the beginning just before the beginning of the rapids. So I figured I better stop where I am. I paddled back up to see if I could find a spot to camp. Couldn't really find a decent spot, so I'm probably 100 yards up from where the rapids start, 30, 40 yards from where that cable goes across. So I cleared out myself a little spot to camp, and we got a heck of a thunderstorm freaking rolled through, and I was setting up my camp during that. So, but got the tarp up, got my tent that's right over here, and I'll show you guys all that when the rain actually blows over, because it had stopped raining, and then what do you know, as soon as I took out my camera, it starts raining again. So I just set the camera up under my tarp, and figured I'd let you guys know what's going on. I'm going to go get some firewood. You guys will see me collect firewood. I'm not going to record about cutting wood and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I got a steak to cook. I bought myself a T-bone for my birthday. So I'm going to get some wood, and then I'm going to get that fire going. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since this morning, and it's got to be 5 o'clock-ish. So probably actually after that, I bet you it's 6. So yeah, I'm going to get that done. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, well, it's not raining that bad now. Well, it wasn't, and lo and behold, I took out the camera, and ooh, it's starting to sprinkle again. Dog. But yeah, here, let's take a look. This is what I got for wood to work with. I mean, the winter was really hard on the trees. So I mean, I got all this. That's all hardwood. That's all hardwood. So I'll probably be burning that. But I'm going to put the camera back away. I just wanted to show you guys quick. But yeah, it's starting to rain pretty good. God darn it. Dodging raindrops. You see me? So yeah, it's a story of my life right now. Dodging raindrops, trying to get some wood, get some fire, so I can have some steak. Oh yeah, I got potatoes, carrots. So steak, taters, carrots. Life's good. Look at that. See, as soon as I come in here, did you hear it? The rain just stopped. So let's go back out there. I bet it starts raining again. But yeah, see, like I was saying, the winter was not very kind to a lot of the trees around here. Oh yeah. Hey, check this out. Ooh, sorry. Here, check this out. I forgot to bring chaga with me. See, look, I'm out here, and boom, here comes the rain again. I gotta show you anyways. See that? It's raining. Look at this big piece of chaga. I'll show you guys when it's actually not raining, because it's just gonna keep raining off and on. I don't want to ruin my camera. I know this thing's a tank, but even tanks have their limits. find dry wood to start a fire. Here, check this out. Right here. Now look at this. This here. See that? It's all dry wood. But this is really, really dry. Like, this should take a spark from a ferro rod if you do it right. So let's try that. Alright, boys, girls. See you guys back at the fire. I just wanted to show you that. I mean, it's been pouring out, and this is still bone dry. You just gotta look around the underside of the tree. Look on the underside of a tree, find something like this where you can get inside of it a little bit. If you look at it, huge freaking tree way up there. So, needless to say, you can always find firewood. I mean, it's raining right now still. You can see that on the river at all. I don't want to forget this. Yeah. See? It's not pouring now, at least, but it's still raining. So I'll see you guys back at the fire. Alright, so we're back here at the fire. I got the cannon back out set up under the tarp. Because at the moment it's not raining, but it probably will start raining again. Because that's how it's worked so far since I got to this spot. Let's see, I collected some of that dry punky stuff from underneath that dead pine tree. And then right next to it, I got lucky and I found a bunch of old hemlock tree with a bunch of under branches that are bone dry. So I got those over here too. It just goes to show you that even after it's been pouring and raining and all that, if you look around, you'll still find plenty of dry wood to get a fire going, dry kindling. Because once you got a fire going, keeping the fire going is usually not that bad. Black flies are getting to me. But, yeah, so let's get this going. I haven't eaten since like 1 o'clock, and it's getting late, so I'm going to get this fire going. I probably don't have enough firewood for the whole night, but I want to at least get this thing started, get my food cooking, because the potatoes and carrots are going to take a little while to cook. Forgot aluminum foil. So, I don't know, I'll just cook them like, I don't know, on a stick or something. I'll figure something out. I got my grill with me. So let's get rocking and rolling. Here, check this out. And if you're questioning whether your wood's actually dry, you can always split it. And you know the inside's going to be bone dry. Should be anyways. That's not going to work. That ain't going to work. There we go. Much better. Now this is that punky stuff. I want to see if this will actually take a spark from a ferro rod. Sorry all the purists out there. I didn't bring the flint and steel kit this time. I brought a little ferro rod. I can find it. will take a spark because I got smoke already. All right. Grab a little fat wood. Oh, there we go. Finally! I didn't think I was going to get it there for a minute. Let's see. Tools away. Yeah, I had to use fat wood. But, end result, I got a fire. I'm cooking. Now we got all this dry kindling. Put on here. Get this thing going. Get some actual fuel on this fire. Get a bed of coals. Head up. Well, I was just going to take my poncho off too. And it's starting to rain again. Isn't that lovely? Now this here hemlock, it's still technically a softwood. It's about the hardest wood you're going to get in a conifer around here, or an evergreen. But still, you don't get that bed of coals that you get from a hardwood, like maple, oak, ash. I burn a lot of ash because the emerald ash beetle, the border beetle, eats the heck out of them. Because the round pieces of wood that I have over there that I got, those are all old ash trees. Well, they weren't even old. They're young trees. We didn't have a chance. this wood here is wet. But it's hardwood. Get it on there, get it to start drying out. So it'll start burning. I think. Alright, here we go. We got our little fire going. Got the tarp set up. Just strung up at an angle. It's kind of like a modified lean-to. It's not supposed to get that cold tonight, and I brought stuff to stay warm. So, there we go. It's a military surplus tent. A buddy of mine gave it to me. Oh yeah, see this bark here? If it was still raining, like pouring, I was gonna start the fire. I was gonna use the bark, and then just kind of set up underneath, set my fire lay and all that up underneath it, and then start the fire that way. But we didn't have to do that. It stopped raining enough, and we got a little fire going. So. Get back at you in a minute. Get that steak out. And actually, I gotta let that burn down. Go get some coals so I can start that steak. So I'll get all that out in a few minutes. But I'm gonna stop recording for a little bit, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. See y'all in a minute. Alright, I got my fire cooking. Well, not cooking, but it's burning down into coals. I figure while that's doing that, it's kind of just chilling not far away, just right over there. So while I'm at it, I guess I'll just do a little fishing while I'm waiting for that to happen, and then I can get my food cooking. But try hitting this spot right here since I'm camped out here. I'm going to be fishing this spot here, somewhat. I'm going to get in the canoe. I'm still going to paddle that way. Ooh, that way. Up that way. Because, like I was saying, the rapids are down that way. And I'm not going to take my canoe down past those. Especially trying to paddle solo, I'll never get back up. So, because there's no real, I don't think there's a spot to actually carry over those. There might be. Maybe I'll explore it tomorrow. If it looks cool, maybe I'll go down that way for a little ways. So when I don't have all my gear with me, because when I was coming in here, basically I had all my gear, and I'm not gonna have a canoe full of gear and try to run those rapids by myself in a flat water canoe. That just doesn't make sense. So let's see what we catch right here. Oh man, dude, you guys just missed it. I shouldn't have said anything. There's a bear. He's literally right there. Got it. He's literally right there. He came walking from over there. Thought I seen something big and black moving, and boom! I go, "Hey bear, hey bear!" And he took off up the thing there, up the hill. That was kind of cool. I figured as soon as I put the camera away, because I figured I'd only turn the camera on if I catch a fish. With all the activity I've had here, I wouldn't even thought that a bear would come through. But lo and behold, there was one. So I don't know. That was exciting. So I figured I'd tell you guys about it. Next time I'll get the camera on before I say, "Hey bear." Just that one going even swim. Well, fingers crossed. If this spot's this popular with the wildlife, maybe there's some fish here. I want to paddle far to find fish, because I brought quite a bit of food, but for me to not go hungry, I'm going to have to catch some fish. So, in fact, tomorrow, when it's not raining, when it's nicer out, I'll go through my pack and show you all what I brought. So I keep looking back over at my fishing line. I do have line in the water still. Yeah, they're heading all the way down to the rapids, those guys are. I don't know. Pretty peaceful out here. I mean, despite the rain, I got a nice little dry spot here. And I was kind of hoping that the rain would stop before so I could cook my food. I really don't feel like cooking in the rain because my fire's outside of my shelter. Just because that's a oilskin tarp. I don't think it'll burn, especially if it's been raining. So I haven't treated it since last year. And so it's a little, it leaks a little bit. It doesn't shed water completely, but so it wouldn't burn, but still I got my tent and that'll burn. That's just nylon. You know, any embers get on that netting's toast. So, but yeah, I wanted to talk real quiet because I didn't want to disturb them. Like I just, well, the bear, he caught me off guard. So as soon as I seen him, I was like, "Hey, bear," you know, and he shot back into the woods. But I should have got him on film. He was, you know, good size bear. It wasn't a mama with cubs. It is May. It's May 15th, day after my birthday. So if it was a mama, she'd have a couple of cubs in tow, and that could have been a different story. She probably still would. I mean, she was on the other side. It was on the other side of the creek or river here. So even if it was a mom with cubs, they would have just cleared out back into the woods. They don't want nothing to do with people, which is good. I don't want nothing to do with them. Oh yeah, that's a T-bone, boys. Tell you what, I'm finally eating. I didn't catch anything fishing, so that's gonna be delicious. It's getting chilly out, so I figure throw on the Otook. I can get some chow in me. Threw my hoodie on quick. It's still sprinkling a little bit, but nothing crazy. So I wasn't waiting any longer. I gotta eat. I want to eat before it's dark, so I can chill out, relax for the rest of the night. I might go get a little more. I did go get more wood, but I'll probably go get more too. Maybe tonight I'll try casting a few lines down there, back at the river, see if I can get anything. Well, hopefully the bears don't like steak. I bet you they do, because that thing has got to be stinking up the woods. I can't wait. I'm freaking starving. So let's check this thing out. A couple minutes on that side. The taters and everything look pretty good. Wish I had aluminum foil, but that's okay. Shoot, if I had aluminum foil, I could have just wrapped it all up together and let them cook in that steak juice. Ooh, that would have been good. I do have a pan. I brought a pan with me, but that's basically for when I get fish tomorrow. I wasn't counting on getting any fish today. I didn't fish on the way in. But it's kind of cool seeing all the wildlife. It's a popular little spot down here. So hanging out with the natives. And I was kind of looking. It's probably too dark for you guys to see now, but it's where I set up my little camp. It looks like this is probably kind of a game trail, as is anyways. And that bear, he looked like he was coming down to the water. And there's a spot there where it looks like they get into the water. And hold on here, I'll show you where I pulled my canoe up. Here. For a little walk. Right here where I pulled my canoe up. So it's kind of like an ideal spot for game to come up out of the water too. You know, bears or deer or whatever's hanging out in here. And there's no tracks. I didn't notice any when I came in. The only tracks are where I pulled my canoe up. But yeah, it's the old Stowe. I'll take a closer look at it tomorrow. I don't know if you guys ever seen this boat. Oh yeah, you did. It was in where me and my daughter paddled the west branch of the Sacandaga. That's a really nice paddle if you guys are ever up in this area, or folks who are from this area. If you haven't paddled that, it's highly recommended. So, but anyways, enough of that. That steak's probably done. So, let's get back to that. All right. I'd say the steak and taters and carrots came out pretty good. So, I'm gonna eat this. Sit here with my candle lantern. I'm gonna sit by the river and eat this, and chill out. So I might turn the camera on a couple more times tonight. I'm not sure. I know this battery's almost dead, and the SD card's almost full. So I might just wait till morning, but I might turn it back on. But I've been waiting all day for this. So, bon appetit. Alright, well, I think I'm just gonna chill out for the rest of the night. So this is gonna be the end of part 1 of, this is gonna be 3 videos altogether. I wish I got that bear on video, but if you guys want to see more wildlife and maybe some fishing, I'll be doing some actual fishing tomorrow. That'll be part 2 of the video. So, if you guys want to see more wildlife, more life on the river here, this spot's pretty popular with the locals, so I'm sure we'll get visits by somebody. Hopefully not in the night, but during the day we'll get them on video maybe. So, until next time, you guys have a good one, and catch me on part 2. That'll be out next week. Thanks, guys.